Let me say a special good morning to one and all listening to Classic Radio, GBN TV. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope all is well with you. Hope you're having an awesome morning thus far. It's Tuesday. It's the 31st day of December 2024, the final day of the year in 2024. In a couple hours from now, of course, the jubilation and that folks usually have, ringing in the new year, and certainly hope that you're ready for that. As an individual, you're ready for that. There are folks who give a little attention to, hey, is life as normal for some individuals, could care less or we come from one year to another. And those of you who put the attention into it, and maybe you have started jotting down already those resolutions, or you're like me, I don't do I just don't ever put the attention into resolutions, what I'm going to be doing for the new year to come. I flow with things as they happen into the new year. That's basically how I do it. So good morning to you once again. Our listeners, those of you via social media platforms, let me say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. Those of you listening, especially other parts of the world, and you're a Grenadian, let me say good morning to you, and certainly nice to have you. Grenadians, of course, on the mainland and in the sister isles of Carriacou and Pichibatney, good morning also. You're certainly having a good morning, I assume, and hope all is well with you. We're going to have an open line this morning, 435-2041. 435-2041, and it's the final edition, I should say, of To The Point for 2024. Yes, if we're going to have one tomorrow, it's going to be for 2025, more or less. So let me hear from you this morning. What would you like to talk about? Maybe we could start a conversation in terms of, there maybe have something that has taken place within the last couple of weeks, couple of months that has made a difference in your life. Had a positive impact. I don't want us focusing on the negatives thus far for the last couple of weeks or months. Let's focus on the positives. If there were some positives that were made, something positive that made an impact in your life for 2024 thus far, and today being the final day, and you maybe want to talk about it. Yes. It may not be political. You may not want to talk about it. It may not be something of a political nature. Yeah, we could probably hold up on that a wee bit if you cares to, but it's open for conversation if you wish to, but something that made a positive impact in 2024 thus far, and you're looking forward to, greater things in 2025 to come. And so we could certainly chit-chat about that. So the lines are open to you. You can always give me that call. You probably prefer to send that bit of information via a message. You can do so via the WhatsApp, 435-2041. You can call me also via the WhatsApp, 435-2041. You can call me via the direct line, 435-2041, and I know that number have already sunk in, of course, so And the procedure. Make sure your devices are turned off completely when you decide to call in, and have that conversation with me, and of course the other listening and viewing audience out there. When you're through, you can turn your device back up. Absolutely no problem with that. So 435-2041, and let's hear from you as the lines are open. Once again, there may be something that made a positive impact on you for 2024 thus far. Yes, and you say, man, I have from January of 2024 to the December, the final day, and I'm so happy that that impact on me has been that positive. I want to speak about it. It's non-political in any way, but you certainly want to talk about it, feel free to do so. Let me say good morning to my first caller via the WhatsApp. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Listen, I think it's time that Grenada have a third political party.
Mm-hmm.
Because the two-party system is not really democratic. Because one group of people make all the decisions for, I think, the majority of people in Grenada. So that's my point of view.
So that's what you're looking forward for 2025 to come, that we may have a third political party? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, Grenada needs three parties, because I looked at what goes on in the parliament, and only one group of people are making decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that they call that democracy, but that's not much of a democracy as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
So
Right.
I'll continue.
Is there anything else that may have impacted upon you for 2024 thus far that you may like to mention in any way at all this morning?
I think the Prime Minister should not be traveling so frequently. That's why too many people in Grenada every day are complaining that things are not being done. You know, the Prime Minister of Grenada has too many posts.
All right, caller. I think I lost you there for some reason. I guess we lost the caller there. Apology for that. 435-2041. The lines are open to you. Feel free to give me that call. Of course, let's hear from you this morning in terms of, as I mentioned in the intro, there may have something that may have impacted upon you a whole lot in a positive way for 2024 thus far. And you want to speak about it, feel free to do so this morning. We have another caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning, and how are you?
Hi, I'm just awake actually. I've been living in Grenada now for off and on, and this year I think was an amazing year because so many things has happened, nature-wise, and I just love the way that we were able to come together and help. And what really inspired me was our new initiative, Building Better, and the houses that the people who really needed got together. And I'm just so excited about living in Grenada. Quite a lot of my relatives visited this year from London, America, even for Christmas. And I must say, for a tiny country, I left here when I was a child and I've always returned. But I'm so happy to have retired here. It's just an amazing place. I think there's a lot going for young people, and I just think our young people should get up and make use of it. But something beautiful happened to me this week. I was driving. I learned to drive here, and it was night, and the lights was just killing me. And I thought, if I drove any further, I'll have an accident. I got a bit nervous, and then I stopped the car. I flagged down. Nobody stopped to help me. But then this man and his lady came. I don't know who they were, and they asked me what was wrong. I explained. And they called a friend. I wasn't far from home, and the friend drove me right to my yard. And I think that was an amazing thing. And I don't think anybody would have done that anywhere in the world. And I just want to say blessings to our country.
So that's a positive impact on you thus far for the year.
Yeah, and I just think that our people should just open our eyes and just go forward and enable our country to be great. It's fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right. Let me ask you one. What for 2025, which is approaching? I think she was already left. My bad. As I mentioned, for 2025 is approaching. What would we as Grenadians like to see happen for beautiful or happen more in our beautiful child? And tell me about that. 435-2041. That's the number. Tell me about it. As I said, let's hear about the positive impacts that may have touched you in some way for 2025 thus far, and you're certainly hoping that more of that can happen in the new year to come. And if you want to speak about it, feel free to do so in this segment this morning, folks. We're here until it's 10 a.m. this morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. Good morning to those of you via social media platforms. Once again, those of you via the Facebook page. Let me see if I could run on over there for a wee bit and say good morning to those of you who are already locked on there via the Facebook page. Let me say good morning. I'm seeing Mary's there. Good morning to Mary. Thanks for being with us thus far. And she's, of course, there with us already. Good morning to you, and thanks for, of course, tuning in on to the point this morning. 435-2041. The lines are open. Let's hear from you folks, and let's get the ball rolling. Let's get that conversation going this morning. Let's hear how you feel about 2024 thus far. And in terms of the positive things that may have, occurred with you, and you're looking forward to it, of course, being better in 2025, and you just want to speak about those positives. I said, as I mentioned, what may have happened this year may not be something of a political nature, but you want to speak about it, feel free to do so. We do have another caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Good morning, GT. And
how are you doing this morning, sir? How are you doing this morning?
Good.
All right.
Better than yesterday.
All right, man.
And,
that's good to know.
The thing about it, there's so many things that one could talk about, both in positive and negative. But I was saying let the negative, not be the dominant conversation this morning. But let's keep it positive. And I agree with you, but we should not discourage anyone who maybe their main thing is a negative. Anyway, I think the effort by the authority to curb crime and violence must be commended. I mean, there's a lot more we have to do. Look what's happening in Trinidad. Mighty Trinidad. They have to declare a state of emergency. So this is a positive, but we have to be concerned at the happenings in Trinidad. In terms of and then the response to Beryl, I thought it was excellent, good. But we have to question ourselves why it is that we have to suffer such great loss when we could do better, when we should have done better, when supposedly we know better. So, after Hurricane Ivan, we talk about building back better. And while some people say that the area of Grenada that got the greatest damage is Carriacou and Petit Martinique, where their building might have been built long ago, and so it might not come into the whole fray of building back better after 2004. Generally, I don't think people really been doing what they need to do. They just have to go around, look around Grenada and see how we building and how we doing things. One of the positives also is that the PD, the Physical Development Authority, signal after the November flooding that they would impose a law vigorously, and I hope they do so because, too many foolishness happening in this country. In terms of the library, I'm not satisfied that we have made enough progress in re-establishing a library. Every time I reflect, GT, at the fact that there's no, there's little frustration or even some anger expressed over the years at the library, at the lack of a library shows where our people are. Because reading, for me, should be one of the central activities of our people. In fact, Maurice Bishop was quoted by an American author, Lloyd Jones, that says that reading and studying are constant habits of a conscious people. That way he said, reading and studying are conscious habits of a constant habit of a conscious people. Look at the state of our newspapers and them. We don't even have the physical ones now. They're only online and limited readership. Something we need to get our brain cell alive again. Most of us, our brain cells are dying. We need to do that. In terms of Africa, I lament and I cry that we are still not found a way of expressing our gratitude to Africa. Even the days we had for emancipation, we have limited, we have reduced it. And I think in the new year, I would hope that we could have something we have for everybody else. Everybody else we have, or at least mainly one group of Europeans, basically, but others too. I hope, in fact, we almost will have Black Friday as holiday sooner or later. We already have Thanksgiving, which is, to me, should be wiped out of our calendar. This Thanksgiving thing is a mockery. So we need to put something in place for Africa. And in this respect, let me ask you a question, GT.
Tell me.
Do you know the meaning of Boxing Day?
The meaning of Boxing Day? To be honest, I don't think I've actually ever put the emphasis into finding out what it really means. Maybe you could tell me.
Yeah, Boxing Day was when the elite in England the day after Christmas, after they would have had the spoil remain, what left over, they had the servants come in and box what remain and take it home or give it to charity, give it to the people, the destitutes. Boxing Day, they would box up whatever left over.
All right. To be honest, I have never put the emphasis into finding out what it really means over the years. I have never ever thought about it in that particular way. Thanks for giving that explanation about it.
Yeah, so I think we should probably think about replacing Boxing Day. I'm not going to attack Christmas yet.
Tell me, what are that big impact or changes you would like to see made for 2025 to come? What are that?
First of all, I'd like to see the same thing with remove Boxing Day and put Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa. We could talk about Kwanzaa another time. Kwanzaa, that African-American celebration that was created years ago, and it's taken root around the world. That's one is a gift of the African-Americans to us, to the world. So that's one. Two, we need to make the NADMA much more robust. People need to become more involved in its operation, and so that we will be kind of almost policemen and women for the protection of the environment and also the reduction of disaster-related destruction.
All right.
And finally, the other one is that we restore the library and encourage reading. But I want to make one thank you here. I mean, thank you for everybody who supported me, but most for the Friends of the Earth Grenada. And I want to invite you to an activity, the first activity in honor of Dr. Vincent Thomas and Michael Jones on January 26th. GT, I'll supply you with the information as we go along, but let us continue trying to help to safeguard and protect this place called Grenada.
Thank you a whole lot, sir, and all the best for 2025 to come.
Bye.
All right. Hey, folks, we're due for a break. Let's take that break. When we come back, we certainly will, of course, drive into more of your calls and information here this morning. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
For 30 years, we've been driven by a commitment to our customers and to continuously improving our standards of quality.
Through every success and challenge, your support remains unwavering.
That loyalty has inspired us to listen, learn, and return with a renewed commitment.
We've taken important steps to ensure that your health and safety remain top priority.
And each bottle is a reflection of our promise to deliver the highest standards of quality.
As we move forward, we want to thank you for always standing by us.
We are honored and extremely grateful to be back. Thanks to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And cheers to 30 more years.
Step into elegance this New Year's Eve with Classic, a night to ring in the new and celebrate the timeless. Join us at the Radisson Crown Ballroom as we welcome the world-renowned Kevin Crown and DJ Young Chow for an evening of unmatched style and energy. Early bird tickets are just $100 until November 31st. Get yours at GoldEffect.com. Cass Unisex Boutique, Chucky's Bar, Gittins Pharmacy, and Heather's Boutique. Classic. The party that defines New Year's Eve. Follow Sunshine Promotions for all the details.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, once again to The Point here on Classic Radio GBN TV, our final edition for 2024. Let me say thanks to all who are listening and viewing this morning, especially those of you, of course, out there in the diaspora. Good morning to you, and thanks for being with us this morning. Those of you are home and you're tuned in, let me say good morning to you, especially those who are listening via terrestrial radio, those who are viewing via GBN TV. Good morning to you once again. It's an open line this morning, folks, and this morning we want to focus a wee bit on the positives for 2024 thus far, and what are you looking forward to in 2025 to come? That major change or major, of course, improvement you would like to see take place in 2025 in comparison to 2024 thus far. Let's hear from you this morning, and let's get a bit of your input on that. We go back to the phone line. Caller, your life. Good morning.
Good morning, GT.
Good morning, and how are you?
Hanging in there in the name of the Lord.
All right.
How are you doing? Good?
I'm doing great.
How was Christmas?
Well, it's not bad at all. Pretty good Christmas for me. Quiet one was good. How was yours?
Well, mine was just quiet. A person like me, so in the age that I take my life one at a time.
All right, that's good.
I live it all for Jesus. And I think everyone should live a life for God. Now, we are running out from the year 2024, and we are taking in 2025. So we must start that year with love, peace, joy, love, and friendship. Now, when you have love, you have everything. You don't have love, you are nothing in the world. We cannot live in the world without love. Some people live to have no love at all, and they just do what they want to others and treat them unkind. But you have to live for Jesus, for He is the way, the truth, and the life. Without Him in our life, we are nothing, we are lost. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endures forever, and His faithfulness all through every generation. For we are the flock of sheep. Jesus is our shepherd. He's our rock. He's our shield, and He's our strength. Without Him, we are nothing. We lost without Jesus. Make time for the Lord God. Start the new year with love, and do it in the name of Jesus.
All right.
Everyone who needs help knows you have to do a little bit more, because GT, when I had to talk to you, you just not want to listen. But some people have a half an hour, and I will just have 5 minutes, and you don't want to get all to me.
Thank you so much, and I promise in 2025 we're going to fix that. All right?
Let me just tell you one more thing. One more thing I want to tell you. You know what I want for the new 2025?
Yes.
This dress code. I don't like to see how people dressing this last time at all.
You want that improved on a whole lot.
And everything, they have to change the dress code. It is not looking good in the name of God, right?
All right.
I don't want that. Dress decent and God will watch you. When you walk naked, He will watch you. That's belongs to the devil. Satan busy. And we have to turn away from Satan and turn to God and do what He asks us to do, love one another. You don't have love with nothing. Live a life for God, GT. And remember, when we come in here to say something, you give some a lot of time until you're running some from me. But don't run me, because I am a child of God.
I'm not running you out here. I'm not running, and I dare not do that. All right? I wish you all the best for the year to come. All right?
God bless you.
You too. All the best. 435-2041. 435-2041. Let's take some comments from the Facebook and WhatsApp comment section this morning before we go to another caller. Let me say good morning to Mona Williams. Good morning to you, Mona. Thank you so much. And same goes back to you. We have Deanna saying, she's agreeing with the caller with what he said about, what he said is up to the point of thanking Africa. We acknowledge Africa, seek to reconnect, but must first apologize to the part of they played in selling our ancestors into slavery. Once again, we do have another contribution from someone via the WhatsApp. They're saying we don't have to be a copycat. And also he's also making the statement that him or her is also making a statement that I have been around many Africans and I am not aware of them celebrating Kwanzaa. All right. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Am I live right now?
Yes, you are live on air, sir. Good morning to you.
Yes, you spoke about improvements for 2025. I have mentioned this before a couple of times on the radio, and I think if I mention it often enough, people might take heed. I would like to see people stop parking their cars on the side of the road. It's just causing a lot of congestion.
Mm-hmm.
If you own a car, have a place off the road to park it. The part of the road that you're parking on does not belong to you. It belongs to the general public to use. And you are taking part of the road for yourself and inconveniencing others. So I'd like to see an improvement on that for 2025. People say that Grenada has too many cars. I don't agree with that. It's not too many cars. It's just that people park on the road and cause congestion. I hope that in the next year, people will take heed and find a place off the road to park their cars.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you also, caller, and certainly hope that the folks who may have been practicing that come 2025, we see a significant improvement with that way of individuals will not be doing that anymore. I, for one, think it's, becoming a problem a whole lot. We go back to the phone line. Caller, you are live. Good morning. What's up, caller?
Good morning. Could you take me off the air?
I wouldn't be able to accommodate a call off air for you right now. You may have to call back after the program, okay? All right. 435-2041, 435-2041. Folks, I would not be able to accommodate off-air calls right now. We are live on air, so not to be able to just go off air and entertain a call like that. 435-2041. Let's get your contribution this morning. Let's talk about the positives that have been so far for 2024. What are you looking forward to? The improvements that you would like to see in 2025 in general. And let's hear from you. And of course, let's say good morning once again to Mona. She's continued to send those gratitudes and appreciation to the staff here at GBN, and we certainly do appreciate that a whole lot. 435-2041, 435-2041. And let's go to the Facebook comment section this morning. And this individual, that's Andrea saying, that's Andrea, she's saying, totally agree with the caller. Parking along the side of the roads as well as on the sidewalks, especially on the carnage, the few that we, of course, and the few that we actually have, and she said we're using it for that particular purpose, and I certainly hope folks will improve on that. Road users in particular, especially the folks who just consider the driving and parking, and folks who want to engage in just conversation and will just hold the traffic up. That's something that seems to annoy me a lot, but sometimes what could you do about it? And sometimes, that rage individuals get into by just trying to tell them, hey man, you could have pulled even more to the side, but you obstruct the traffic to have a conversation with someone as like it's nobody's business, and you could care less who is behind you. So they hope folks could fix that a whole lot for 2025. Let's go to the telephone line. Caller, your life. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I'm only calling to just throw a little light on the love. Most of the time people see all we need in this country is love. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is true. But we have to make a distinction between different kinds of love.
So true.
There is the kind of love that is eros, which means that the love of husband for a wife.
Yes.
There is also the love of philia, which is friendship. Mm-hmm. The kind of friendship you establish between one another, right? There is also the word storge, which is family love. But above all these kinds of love, there is agape love, the Christ-like love, the love you have from Christ for your fellow men. Mm-hmm. And all the other loves are good. But if it is not controlled by the Christ-like love, the love that Christ has for us as Christians, then none of these loves could be successful. So people talk about love in general, but heading it all is the Christ-like love, the agape love, the love that Christ has for us as believers. God bless you.
Thank you a whole lot, caller, and thank you so much. Appreciate your contribution this morning. Let's take some contribution from the WhatsApp this morning. Someone is saying, GT, good morning. I would like for 2025 the removal of the dilapidated boats around the carnage, of course, and I will certainly will be happy about that, and certainly wish you all the best and a happy and positive new year. 435-2041. Let's take a peek at the WhatsApp once again. Someone is saying good morning. Let's get that message that they're trying to throw. Okay, yeah, good morning. I would like to see more emphasis placed on young men liming at the rum shops early morning and find programs that for them to do, and they're saying that they certainly hope and see an improvement in that coming in the new year. Caller, good morning, and you are live. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, GT. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very, very well this morning. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed. GT, I'm celebrating.
You won the lotto? You won the lotto?
We're better than that. Thank God I see the last day at it.
Okay, but that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
I didn't expect it to reach there, but thank God I in the almanac.
All right, man. That's good. That's great.
I'm so happy for that. And you know what? The most outstanding for me for the year? Mm-hmm. GT, when I did in this little business place by the hospital there, and I hear somebody call, Miss Brenda. And when I look out, I don't even know the person. Miss Brenda, I come out in America and I come to put a face to the voice. And I get this nice hug. I'm sure they didn't have a knife in their hand to stab me in my back. That was genuine love. This love was feeling. I feel so good this year, and I want to thank for all the radio station I was on. Mm-hmm. They just like how they come to tell me I make the day, I make them laugh and they happy. They come to see the person that is bad mind on the radio station. You know, if that was happening to me, they would come and tell me the same thing.
Okay, great.
But I'm so happy that I meet many friends that I didn't know before because of the radio station. I could put a smile and make somebody laugh. I'm happy for that. And GT, before I run out, I want to ask God to help Trinidad and Tobago. This is hard. So sometimes these 5 people that gone down in that shop, sometimes they have no interference with these people and them business out there, and 5 family mourning. And we have to pray and ask God to help them over there, because from Trinidad and Tobago to Grenada is just a boat ride.
All right.
And some of them want to kill, but they don't want to die. So when they kill, they're trying to run out. So people, let us remember Trinidad and Tobago.
Let me also ask you this: what major improvements you would like to see happen with Grenada in 2025?
I would like to see a better bus system. And a little more entertainment for the elderly, especially. You know what I mean? Take them out, have little thing, even though you have a little park and you have some donkey race, take them out and enjoy themselves, see other people.
But there are business establishments who usually do that,
Yeah, but
you want to see it occur more, a bit more.
Sometimes you have little activities out with the bus. You can go because, you can't tell people how to run the transport. So I would like to see a better transportation service.
Well, we have the Transport Commission, Transport Commission that is out right now, so we're certainly going to see an improvement in that for 2025.
I hear more about the school children,
Yeah.
And I would like them, when they start the school children, I find they should have their own bus stand. Don't use the other,
That's an interesting point there. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So, darling, wish everybody a happy New Year. And who happy like me to see the end of the year? Thank God.
Same goes out to you. Have a good day yourself. All right. Thank you so much. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number to get on the program this morning. We go back to the phone line. Let's see who's there. Caller, your life. Good morning. Good morning to you, caller. I think the caller is probably not ready for being on air live. 435-2041. We have 25 minutes moving out before 10 o'clock this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're alive. Good morning.
Morning, GT. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you this morning?
All right. Good. Thank God for another day.
Yes.
Anyway, GT, what I would like to see, like some areas, like Gren's area, the buses, they start putting back bus stops because the bus is stopping anyway, anytime. And a lot of people running into bus because
you said put back bus stops, but aren't there bus stops already?
There are bus stops, but some places don't have no bus stop. The bus stop is not mapped, right? So we need to put mark back.
Maybe the buses should be using. Well, you should say that the buses should start using the bus stops
and putting up signs saying bus stops. All right. Also, we need the warden, instead of standing up on the side of the road by Sugar Mill and some other places and doing nothing. They should be stopping the traffic and let because sometimes the people come one cross. But if they are holding up a lot of traffic. So if they could stop the people from crossing by one, and they are stuck on one crossing like how they do by the terminal. That will be a help. Right. And a lot of the buses, a lot of the vehicles again that parking in corners, the police should be teaching people again how to park the vehicles, not far from the corners. Too much vehicles parking around corners and so on. Look, Molyneux, where they just do the road there. You don't have, sometimes when you're coming up there, so many vehicles park on the side, you have to wait until some go and some, and them kind of thing. They should have some regulation or something. Leave a little place that somebody could drive in. No place to drive in, you just have to wait. And sometimes you have to shove in your back outside and I want to see some of them things change and things. Have a nice day and you enjoy.
You too, sir. Well, it starts with me and you, and if we start practicing it, I guess folks will follow suit. You know that, right?
Yes, right.
All right, man. Thank you a whole lot. Okay. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be live on the program this morning. It's an open line edition this morning. Let's hear about the positive that you of course experienced thus far in 2024. There have to be something of a positive nature that may have impacted upon you thus far, and you want to see it improve a whole lot going into 2025. Caller, your life. Good morning.
Hi, GT. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Terence Walters from NADMA.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great.
All right. Right. So I take this opportunity on behalf of NADMA to say thanks to all our volunteers, or district coordinators, deputy coordinators, and other coordinators, other volunteers at the district level for their work in 2024, and all the other stakeholders, first responders, Raw Police Force, Health, and all the other entities, of the National Disaster System. I take this opportunity to thank all of them because 2024 was indeed a hectic year for disaster management in Grenada. We started off in February. We had Kikum Jenny, we had the oil spill, then we went to the drought. It was Beryl after. We had the floods, and so quite a lot happened in 2024. So I say thanks to all the volunteers across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And in terms of next year, 2025, what we anticipate, what we'd like to see improve, I'd like to see an improved volunteer system, enhanced participation from volunteers across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique at all levels.
All right. Mr. Walters, I want to thank you a whole lot, and of course you and your team at NAGMA. And we certainly, of course, I know the entire nation, of course, appreciates the work that you folks continue to do, and we just hope for an improvement in whatever areas that may have lagged in 2024. We would hope for an improvement in 2025.
Thank you very much, and best wishes to everyone for 2025 and beyond.
All right. Thank you also, sir. All right. Thank you so much. 435-2041, that's the number if you want to get on the program this morning. It's an open line edition here on To The Point, and let's hear from you. We have another caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Good morning, JT. How are you going today?
I'm doing great this morning. How are you this morning?
Well, I always on top of the world, I always doing great.
I am certainly so happy to hear, Violet.
Yeah. In terms of the positivity, I want to compliment the government in terms of the pension, because you see, JT, the 1958 pension is not sustainable. So you have to contribute, right? So I'm very happy about that, and I wish that all the people will cooperate fully, because these days, JT, there's no pre-lunches. I've worked in the bank, and I never had to contribute. I didn't have to contribute, and right now the bank had to look after me until they're dead. But these days, it's not no free lunches. So I think that they did the right thing. It is unprecedented. What they say, half a loaf is better than none at all. So I want to compliment the government for that. And also, going forward again, the issue with Carriacou in terms of rebuilding, I don't know if probably the government could look at bringing in foreign workers, because there's definitely a shortage of skilled workers in Carriacou, I understand. I could be wrong. St. Vincent brought in people to help with, I think they're from Dominica, or all different places, I think Cuba and so. So I think maybe the government should look at bringing in skilled workers to accelerate the process of rebuilding in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, because sometimes when you talk to them, they sound so kind of depressed and frustrated. Hubbard's up there went up and opened a shop, and material is flowing. That material is no problem, but the workers, and this is understandable. So probably for the new year, the government may look, and of course I know work permit is about $5,000 a year. They will just have to scrap that for the time being, because of the rebuilding process in Carriacou. So I'm just urging the government, maybe they could look at bringing in foreign workers, skilled workers, if we can get them here, if we can't get them in Grenada, to accelerate the rebuilding process in Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
All right.
Because I'm not really too happy what I'm here, the complaints I'm getting.
All right.
So, JT, all the best, and I want for the new year, wish you a life of peace, joy, happiness, success, good health, but most of all, good health. That's what you need. Once you have good health, JT, everything that counts it all. Do you agree with me?
I certainly do agree with you, and I send all back in return to you also.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you so lot. Call over via WhatsApp. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, GT.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
All right.
Yes, I would love to see for the politicians work together.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the opposition members and also the government members, they come together as one, because we have to build the country.
All right.
And also, even when they're in your program, like To The Point, maybe you all should give them, like, on the government side and also the opposition side, half an hour talking time. And it's a 1 hour program they have, isn't it? To the point.
Yes. That's it, caller?
1 hour.
Yeah.
So give them half an hour to talk, and also half an hour to take calls from the audience.
All right.
What's your take on that?
I understand that, caller, but we'll see how it flows for 2025.
Please, yeah. And also, the walls they paint with the black and gold. Is black and yellow? Black and gold?
There are black and gold walls?
Yeah, there's somebody walls they paint. Like when you leave walls, should go towards food fair. There's the wall is black and is it what black and what color again? Black
I think it's black and white. Not gold. I don't think it's
black
gold.
and white. Yeah,
black and white.
Some of the corners on certain place, like if there's a side road,
yeah.
Sometimes they should put a arrow showing to, like, it's not straight, because some people go down the side road thinking it's the main road. You understand me?
I understand.
Yeah, that's very important.
Well, I certainly hope the authorities look into that. Thank you so much.
Please, yeah.
Have a good morning.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear, my dear. Go right ahead with your contribution, please.
Yes. So, what was good this year is that they took the time to recognize some of our heroes and some of our athletes, especially since it was a year that they went to the Olympics. We have some athletes that are doing well internationally, and they put us on the map, and we are proud of them, and we honored them. Some of them, we have them as heroes, and we honored them in the Hero Day, and then we have our number one, which is Karani James. He was one of the first persons that made us very proud. We have called him a national hero. We named the boulevard after him. We have lots of other ways of recognizing him. But what I noticed recently this week, last night in the news, I understand now he is Dr. Karani James.
Yes, he is.
Now, we have to be very careful the way we give out these awards willy-nilly. Doctorate is a very distinguished academic accomplishment that people get, and they earn by merit with a lot of hard work, thesis, dissertation, years and years of superior academic excellence. And we have to be careful in giving out the doctorate. We must be very careful. You cannot give a doctorate to somebody just because they do good. Yes, he's a sportsman. We are proud of him. Why is he Dr. Karani James? We are diluting the titles of not just heroes. Everybody's a hero these days. No, everybody's a doctor. No.
But caller, you know he was just not given. Caller, do you know he was just not given the title just like that, right?
He was given the title. He's not a doctorate, sir. He was given an honorary doctorate.
Well, it's the end of the year, and I don't want us to get into an argument on air.
So you're cutting.
Caller, have a good morning. We're not going to get into that argument this morning. It seemed the direction you want to go. Have a peaceful day. What's left of it. I want to have a peaceful day for the rest of the day. I'm not going to entertain that with you this morning. All the best. Caller, you're live. Good morning. What's up?
Yeah, morning.
How are you this morning, sir?
I'm good, man.
All right, let's hear from you.
Happy New Year. What I would like to see happening in Grenada next year, I would like to see all the people with left-wing political ideology create their own political party and present the political agenda to the Grenadian people than they happening into political parties that was created after the U.S. invasion. And then if you have left-wing political ideas, create a political party. I would like to see that for those people with left-wing political ideology to stop loafing. I call it loafing and opportunistic. Create your own political party and come out with your agenda. When you going into the other political parties, you're going with an agenda to hijack political parties and when you do things like that, you become a misfit between the organizations. I would like to see a change in that.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good one, and all the best for 2025. We go back to the direct line. Direct line, good morning. You're welcome.
GT, I called to support you with the penultimate and the
I don't want to have the back and forth with individuals and that.
Just explaining. I just want to explain something. People need to understand things. I mean,
go right ahead. Go right ahead, caller. Let's go right ahead. Let's go. Let's get that flow.
Yeah, it is not wrong to say somebody is a doctor. You see, there are different aspects of this thing. You don't have to do a dissertation. An ordinary doctorate is still a doctorate. It is the university recognize the achievement of the individual and the work.
All right.
It is equivalent to probably doing the same as dissertation. No, we have to get things right. I mean, and trying to deflate the individual like that is ridiculous. So please.
All right.
And then earlier on somebody mentioned about paying attention to the youth. I think this is one of the things we really need to do, which probably would dispel a lot of the ignorance that exists in our country. We are too ignorant as a people.
Thank you so much, caller, and all the best once again. Hey, folks, we do for a break. Let's take it. And when we come back, we still have a few more minutes to, of course, entertain more of your calls. Stay with us. It's To The Point, your classic radio, GBN TV.
Looking.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen, one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Step into elegance this New Year's Eve with Classic, a night to ring in the new and celebrate the timeless. Join us at the Radisson Crown Ballroom as we welcome the world-renowned Kevin Crown and DJ Young Chow for an evening of unmatched style and energy. Early bird tickets are just $100 until November 31st. Get yours at GoldEffect.com. Cass Unisex Boutique, Chucky's Bar, Gittins Pharmacy, and Heather's Boutique. Classic. The party that defines New Year's Eve. Follow Sunshine Promotions for all the details.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back to our viewers. It's To The Point. It's our final edition for 2024. And certainly hoping to go out with a bang. Let me take this comment from someone via the WhatsApp. They say, I'm hoping with any road improvement, the consideration will be taken to pedestrians, sidewalks. Please, whenever the sidewalks meet a sidewalk meets a driveway, have the sidewalk slope down to meet it. Also, walking in Grenada is dangerous with all the traffic, elevation changes, and general unevenness of the terrain. This would be helpful to everyone, especially those who have mobility problems. Let's take another comment before we go back to the phone line. Someone is saying, for 2025, our garbage disposal as citizens should be taken into our consideration, and we like to, of course, dress up for independence. Our mind. I won't even say the word today. Let's go to the phone line. Call A Live. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
All right. The first thing I want to get out of the way was I want to extend my greetings to you for the good greetings to you for the new year.
Thank you so much.
What I want to get out of the way, I get it mixed up whether it's with GT or JT. I want to call you properly.
G. My name is Glen Telesford, so if you abbreviate it, it will be GT.
All right, so we straighten that.
Good.
Now, the other thing, GT, is that do you know, for all now, there is a lot of people in Grenada that believe when you have a doctorate to your title is in the medical field. You understand? And we have to...
You know, caller, not to cut you, but I don't want us to get that. I don't want that to become a debate for the entire morning.
No.
We have just listen to me, please. There's someone called and spoke about that already. If you have something else, I would like you to just pass over that, and let's just go to another conversation, please. Let's just leave the doctor thing where it's at for now.
I will greatly do that.
Okay,
really
great.
Appreciate that. Now, one of my highlights, sir, for 2024 was that my last daughter, who also gives me my first grant, is now qualified as a corporate lawyer.
Great.
You understand? And I want to say that, and with all of that, GT, I still give the credit to her mother, because you could be a father that is providing all the necessary financial support. But if this individual does not have that pillar of support and guidance there, sometimes money doesn't get far.
So true, sir. So true.
Right. The other thing is that, sir, for the new year, I want to see the administration take some big and bold step when it comes to education, to make sure that our human resources develop in a way whereby we can realize and maximize the full potential of our human resources. Because what happens is that when you have an educated population, you may not have work for every qualified person in the country, but when they migrate, the remittance to the country is significant by having an educated population. The other thing is that agriculture. Let us take some big and bold steps when it comes to agriculture collectively. So when people criticize, you can simply say, GT, listen, this is not just coming from the government. This is not just coming from me. This is coming as a result of the collective approach we take in terms of solving that industry. And I wish you all the best. I don't wish, but I hope that you and your family, sir, will experience all the good things for the new year based on the effort and commitment that you all would have made.
All right. Thank you so much, and I send the same back in return to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning and welcome.
Hey, GT, good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. How are you this morning?
I'm hanging in there, man. Still battling this cold, because with the kind of weather we're getting up here still, So,
all right.
Just hanging on with local remedy for now and see how it's going to do.
All right, man. All right. Well, manage it, okay. As we would say.
Okay, GT, I want to take the time to wish you and your family all the best, and all the plans that you have for 25 will Matthew,
Yes.
And also the family of GBN, Vibes FM, and also Mr. Kim Jones and Eddie Fedrick. All right, GT, what I want to concentrate on is, no, we'll be rolling out the budget just now, right? It could be January, it could be February. So what I'm looking forward to see, one of the things I wanted to say, and the caller before me, I looked into a couple of them. I'd like to see more money into agriculture.
Yes.
I want to see some more money into the Ministry of Youth. Also, I know tourism. Okay, we're doing well in tourism, but also, I don't know if I mentioned agriculture, but
yes,
agriculture.
You did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'd like to see some more money. More money going into like the mental health, because I think last year we had a couple deaths and things, where people cannot handle certain situations. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And one of the things that I want NDC to look forward in that next budget coming, because with the last administration that was there, they mentioned a lot about like some of the programs that was that was going ahead was what they started, you know. So then I'd like to see from the manifesto with the new budget coming in that the majority of things will be what the Prime Minister and others campaign on. Okay, one of the things I'm looking forward again to see GT. And I understand that to the Prime Minister and also to that we cannot be starting everything in St. David's and St. George's as the role model. We are places like St. Patrick's, we are St. Mark's, you understand? Let us do something there, you know, maybe the school bus thing, for example, GT. Right. You know what I mean? I have a problem with that. I think we should start from St. Patrick's. And one of the reasons I'm saying that because there's a lot of students go to GBSS.
Is it not your hometown too, right? It's one of you, and I guess it's your hometown also.
Of course. Of course. I'm
it's only obvious.
Boy, and I say, no, I'll be voting for anything. Right, so basically, GT, I like the program to roll up from there because one of the things, you know, students don't have to get up very early, you understand?
Yes.
To see if they could get that seat and bus, you understand? I remember having that experience, you know, growing up. And one of the last thing I want to see, GT, that they concentrate on the breakwater project. We don't hear nothing. We heard about the consultation. We heard about the guy came from Jamaica, start calling on Mr. Andal to start working on things in St. Patrick.
All right, thank you
GT,
so much, man.
Again, okay, GT, once again, GT, I talked to you this year, and I can't believe that I'll have to wait till next year again to talk to you.
Yeah, man, we have to wait a whole another year before we have another conversation. Imagine that, man.
I said, GT, you stay safe and best of health and everything in 2025.
The same goes to return to you, man. All the best. Have yourself a great day and have all the fun you can get into the new year, man. All right? 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning here on the program. Folks, we still have a couple more minutes to, of course, absorb a couple more calls before we take a wrap. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Yeah. Hello, GT. What's up?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you this morning?
Yeah. All right. And I want to say season greetings to the whole of Grenada, Carrick-1 people at me.
Yes, everybody's listening. I know.
Congratulate the government. I give them out on a scale of 10, 1 to 10. I give them 9.5. Yeah, they do a very great job. All the ministers. Yeah, and I congratulate them. And looking forward for better things in 2025 from the Deacon Mitchell-led administration. Thank you very much.
Thank you a whole lot to yourself, caller, and best wishes goes out to you. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number. You still have time. Probably gonna steal our 5 minutes into the next hour if it can. Accommodate it if the calls are coming quickly. We do have another caller. Caller, your life. Good morning.
Hi, GT. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well.
All right.
Actually, I would love to have more police presence in our communities.
Yes.
And I'm asking if the government could look at budgeting for more transportation and better working conditions for the police. And on this part, there's a gentleman going around in the St. Paul's Library area soliciting monies from people to help his daughter who's at the hospital with a medical condition. And he is impersonating other people's names.
All right.
So I would love for the people to be aware of this individual and be careful.
But did you try talking to the police directly in relation to that? To, of course, have that individual, move off the streets, because that's not nice to be doing at all.
I did, and one of the downsides to this is the police doesn't have transportation to move around. So despite they may want to deal with the situation right away, to move around, they don't have the necessary transportation to do so.
All right.
And I think we should really congratulate them. They've been trying with the limited resources that they have. And let's look forward to 2025 for better policing and better support from the government and, of course, the nation.
Thank you, caller. Thank you a whole lot for sharing information, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the day, which will, of course, to end at 2024, and all the best to you in 2025.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Hey, folks, we're moving up the time. We still have approximately about 2 more minutes left before we take a wrap. If the calls will come quickly, we will entertain more. If not, we're going to take a wrap. If I get another call in the next 5 seconds or so, or we may have to call it quits. But we do have another caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
In my namesake, I'd like to advocate for the elderly disabled. What the lady was saying about the police not having the support, we need to call our ministers and get on the what Mr. Roller is talking about, to speed these things up in the beginning of the new year. That it takes too long to pass the laws, and the man who says more money for this, more money for that. These monies are there from the oil, and there's another program you can take a page from Barbados, where they'll be getting gas and power from the Vicasm weed and the waste from alcohol, because oil is a challenge. And, we need to step up faster on the things we need to do in the beginning of the new year. But also, I'm really advocating for the senior citizen and the disabled for transportation. The money is there, need to be go towards that in the new year. Have a blessed holiday.
You too, sir. Have a good one, and best wishes for 2025. We have someone sending a comment here via the WhatsApp. They're saying, good morning. I would like the people to take their health more seriously, trying to eat more healthy foods, exercise, and stop eating all that junk food. Yes. And let's see if I could grab some of the comments. I'll try not to get into the ones that are a little bit too controversial. We have Deanna saying, GT, best wishes for the new year for you and your family. Thank you also, and especially also to the GBN family and all the people who have on the live. Have a prosperous new year, and the same in return to all of you on via the live. I want to wish you all the best. Certainly hope your day today will be a great one in terms of how you wrap up 2024 and how you will begin 2025, and it will be on a positive note with good health and everything else that comes into play with it. Let me take a time to wish all who contributed towards today's program, of course, all the full thank you. It's our final program for 2024, and it's been an incredible year for me being here doing the program. Of course, I will continue into 2025 once management decide, well, GT is staying on the program. I will continue to do the program for you, and certainly hope to improve on a whole lot within the new year to come. I want to thank everyone once again. All the best for the rest of the day, and all the best, of course, moving into 2025, and the love goes out to everyone. Have a good one, folks. That's why I say goodbye for today's edition of To The Point. Goodbye, folks.